This is Jackie, and I'm here with your all-access interview with Joe Pug on day 3 of Delaware's Firefly Festival. It's a little warm, but, you know, it goes with the territory, right?
I grew up in Maryland, and so this is like really making me flash back like how muggy it is and kind of just like nasty outside. This is like this is my mid-Atlantic home for sure. Are you from around here?
I'm from New Jersey. I live in Maryland now.
Okay.
So, I mean, I should be used to this. I don't think there's any getting used to this.
No, there's just coping, I guess.
So in Maryland or even Chicago, where you're based out of now, what are some radio stations that you find yourself listening to?
In Chicago, it was always WXRT. I love WXRT. And then I actually live in Austin, Texas now, and there's a public station called KUT that they just spun off to be KUTX, which is all music. And KUTX is the shit. They're great.
All music, yes. So lots of different radio stations throughout your travels. Who inspires you?
Oh, man. That's a great question. I'm really inspired by just the great American songwriters, you know, everyone from Tom Waits to Lucinda Williams, from, you know, Warren Zevon to Nico Case. I just love those big singular people that have a voice and give us really special songs.
It's a good variety to have on a spectrum of favorites as well. I like that. You've been making music since about 2007. How has your sound evolved through the years?
Well, I can now afford to kind of have a band around, and yeah, so I've always kind of heard it this way, but now that I can travel with some folks, I'm finally able to kind of achieve the sound that I'd always heard.
Very nice. When did you know, though, that music was going to be your career?
You know, it's funny. In my early 20s, I was just doing it at night, playing open mics and stuff like that, and I had a day job, and I think it's a lot like when other people find work and it's almost, I won't say that I fell into it, but I was doing this thing, and people were responding to it on a small level, but they were coming around, and suddenly I quit my job because I could do that, and then one thing leads to another, and next thing you know, you've been doing it for 7 or 8 years on the road.
Very cool. What are some benefits of playing a show like Firefly?
I'd have to say, I think people really come, my audience tends to be very like kind of bookish people, you know what I mean? And I really think we get to get in front of a crowd here that would never otherwise like just kind of come out to a show cold, but if they can look at a festival program and say, oh, okay, I'm not doing anything, I can go check his set out, I think we kind of have a chance to win him over and show him we're something different than.
Very fun. How do you go about choosing your set list?
I just choose all the best shit and play it.
Simple enough, right? How do you use social media to connect with fans? Is there a platform or two that you prefer to use, or do you just kind of wing it?
I really like it when people send emails. I think that's the most personal. I like to respond to those. And then I don't know what it is, but I just really like the only one that I really use personally is Instagram. And I'm just on that. I don't know why I like it. I just do.
It seems to be a favorite with musicians. It makes sense. It makes sense. So what's up next for you after Firefly?
I'm getting married on Saturday. So that's a big deal, right?
As in a week from now? Congrats.
A week from today, I'm getting hitched, yeah.
That's crazy. So that's enough for right now.
Yes. We've been touring the whole start of the year, and so we'll get hitched next Saturday and honeymoon in Marfa, Texas. And it's going to be great.
Excellent. Well, stay tuned for more from Joe Pug. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change.